Hey guys, it's Johnny Tech Review. Today I have a review for you of this Wangsview K1 baby monitor. So as you can see here, it came in a small little package like this. This box here has some information up front. So down here we have some of the features it supported. So it supports both phone and tablet like iPad. You have a temperature and a humidity sensor. You have a built-in, uses a 1080p version, and that's basically about it here. On the side here you have a QR for the apps that you can download. And in the back you have a little bit more specific detail. 1080p, easy to configure. Two-way high quality audio, up to 64GB SD card. You can do motion detection, send pictures and video to FTP email, and then get a read out of the sensor. So guys, here's everything that comes inside. You got a camera and a power cable. Put that to the side. We have here a little mounting screw that I did not use. A little flat network cable for setup. Here is the setup instructions, small little user menu. Here is some software that come in the CD. Did not use that either. Here's a little mounting guiding, so you can use this to mount to the wall if you want to do that. So first of all, I really like the power supply cable. I do like the length that they give you is about 10 feet long. A lot of time these guys here, they give you a short little 3 feet power cable, which is super annoying. So this is really nice to consider that, and give you a long cable. It's also an angle plug to the side that goes out to the side to kind of give you an idea. Other than that, it's just a micro USB input. So if you do lose that cable or you want to use something shorter, you do have the opportunity to do that. So at the bottom here, you have the Ethernet port and that micro USB input down for power. Up front here, you have look like a microphone over here, little speaker here. And then there's a camera, and around the camera there's actually some infrared LED to light up at night, and there's a little sensor there also. Up top you got that short little antenna, and then on your side here you got a memory card, and in the back you got a little sensor here and some other speakers. So this sensor here, first of all you need to make sure that you pull it away from the device. So first I was using it and I have it just hooked right now, and the temperature was 10 degrees off because it was really hot here. So yeah, just pull it away like this and just leave it hanging like this, and then it will give a better accurate reading of your plate. And that's a pretty simple unit. You just have this base here that you can rotate the little camera, so you can place it at a various different angle. I do wish that this design is a bit better, but this little plastic here, you can see here, over time it does get loosened and it doesn't really stay in where you want it. But in general you can kind of figure out and put it in place. But right now it works pretty well. So I've been using this camera for roughly about a month now in my room where we have our baby crib, and usually we put this on top of the crib using double-sided acrylic tape, and it stays in place pretty well, and we can see the baby from down. We also use the smart app to connect to it and to see it with really nice fluid video. And then the other option we did is we also connected to my Synology surveillance system. With the Synology, there's only one protocol that we could use, was the OnVIF, and this one was not natively supported. So we used OnVIF, but the problem is Synology doesn't do a really good job of getting a smooth footage. Alright guys, the app that you need to get is called Wangsview, and what this app is actually a customized version of iSmartView Pro, because they're very similar in terms of functionality. They're slightly different, but they're basically the same app. Go ahead and launch it here. I have it connected earlier. You can see here I have baby cam. Connect to that, press the play button here, and then that takes us to this live view picture. So right now at the bottom you click on it, it will bring up a menu. Go ahead and click the right now it's in 1080p. You can switch between 1080p to these different various version here. So I'm just gonna leave it in 480p here, kind of get you a much smoother footage. You can see I'm pretty far away from the router. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to 1080p, show you that it's a little bit more laggy. And here's 1080p. You can see there's a little bit more delay, but this footage is actually really smooth, and if you have good lighting it will show up really well. Inside here you have the ability to take pictures, snap videos right here, enable and disable the microphone, talking, turn on the sound. You can also make brightness adjustment, a contrast adjustment right here. So for example, use this brightness, and then you can also reset the parameter. You can flip pictures up here, and then you can get out. If you press the arrow key, you have access to this administrative option where you can change some information. So here you can see there's local, which is whatever is on this app, and then you also have the remote, which is a memory card inside. And we can click on this and we can do all, because I want to see all the various different dates. There's all the recording, as you can see here. Just pick a day here, press done, and let it load. So as you can see again, like iSmartView Pro, it does not show you any thumbnail, it just shows you a bunch of different lists. So you can pick any of these and just play them. So there's a little bit of noise that I pick up. So kind of give you an idea, it does pick up a decent amount of noise. So yeah, when our baby cry, it will definitely wake us and let us know. When you start talking to it, and when there's actually noise from the room or wherever this thing is recording, then the sound is not so bad. But without that, the white noise level is pretty high. They actually have audio activated recording, so you know it will come on to start recording, or you can have recording based on motion sensor, or just record all the time. Those are some of the options. But that's pretty much about it. We can go into the alarm and the advanced setting, and here you can see you have more option to change. Let me go ahead and show you the live view again. There's one more thing I want to show you though. You can see with the live view here, it does do humidity and the temperature, and it tell you right now. And yes, it's just basically an OSD on screen that you have to set. And yeah, it just go right there. But other than that, you cannot change anything. It will show you in Celsius and Fahrenheit, and then there's the humidity 56% in this room. Just kind of give you an idea. And those numbers are pretty accurate. I use another device to measure humidity. And finally, I just want to show you guys Synology that I have here. And with Synology, we can see my camera here. It's called a baby cam. I set it up. And in here, you can see it's also the sim footage. It's a little bit more laggy, and of course you go to Synology, and if Synology doesn't do a good job of controlling this, then you do not have a lot of option. And here we can see the sim footage, and you can see there's a smaller delay, about 1 second delay, but it's a little bit more stutter. And so this is okay for monitoring, and the recording footage is pretty smooth, but for this part here, for live view at 1080p, it's pretty laggy with Synology. So guys, that's pretty much conclude my quick review of this Wangeview K1 baby monitor. I hope it helped you in your purchase decision, and if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.